Hello and welcome friends. Today in this video we are going to solve the most frequent problem we face while using Microsoft Word. In my perspective, this is the most important thing to understand if you use Word or want to learn MS Word for creating documents. Many times it so happens that we are not happy with the space that is there between the lines in a paragraph, or that the spacing between the paragraph itself is not as per our requirements, or the alignment between the bullet points is somewhat not that great or looking great, right? So in this video, I have compiled everything that you need to understand to make such adjustments to create that perfect and beautifully formatted document. So let's get started with an understanding what is a paragraph. Me and you understands what is a paragraph, but how does Word come to know that it's a paragraph? So after writing certain amount of text, wherever you hit the enter key, Word understands this as a paragraph. Now, this understanding of Word is different from our understanding. So how do you see where are all those paragraph endings? So there is a hidden shortcut that MS Word has, which is Control plus Shift plus 8. This is a very cool shortcut to view the non-printed characters in a document. Characters like spaces, tabs, paragraph endings, which we cannot see or print. So I'll just show you what it does. I'm pressing Control, Shift and 8. Now look what has happened in the document. We are now able to see all the hidden characters. So see, there in place of blank spaces, there is a dot that is being inserted, and after every paragraph ending, you see this is the symbol inverted P. So here the paragraph ends, and that is why you see a P. Now if I hit a backspace here, you see I don't see any such character here, but once I hit enter, I'm hitting enter, and then you see this character appears saying that it's a paragraph end. Now what formatting options do we have for paragraphs? So the first thing is line spacing. Now for better clarity, let me just remove these hidden characters. I'll press Ctrl Shift 8 again to remove this. Now line spacing. How do you adjust the line spacing between the lines of text? Line spacing simply means the space that is there between the first line and the second line and the third line and so on. So line between this two consecutive lines, space between the two consecutive lines. Now you simply select the entire paragraph, right click on the paragraph, go to paragraph, and then here you can use these two options to change the spacing. Now what are the options? Line spacing, when you select single, it means it creates one single line of space between the consecutive lines. I'll press OK to show you what happens. You see there is a single line of space, and when you select 1.5 lines, it means it creates a space equal to 1.5 lines. And then another option, the next option that is there is double spacing, which creates a spacing equal to 2 lines. The other option that you have is at least. So this is 12 points, which means and in general as a rule what you should follow is if suppose your text size is, let's say, 12 pt, it's okay to use 12, 13 or 14 pt, somewhere around that would be a good indicator. So this looks decent. The next option is exactly how much points of spacing do you want to set, and then multiple can be, so if I'm saying 1.25 means I want 0.25 of extra space after my lines. So that is how you set the line spacing. And then there is another shortcut to do that. Simply go to the home tab, and in this paragraph you see this button. Click here and select the sizing as per your requirement or what pleases you. I generally follow 1.15 because the text appears just fine at that spacing. The second option is setting the paragraph spacing. Now you see there is no paragraph spacing in this document, so I'll just enter Ctrl Shift 8 to show you where all I have inserted line breaks, which means where all I have pressed the enter key. So Ctrl Shift 8, and here it goes. So you see here is a paragraph ending, here is another paragraph ending. So I have written 3 paragraphs of text, but then I want to have some space between my paragraphs which is not visible as of now. So what do? I simply go to the starting of this paragraph, right click, go to paragraph option, and you see this option, don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. When this button is checked, these two options become irrelevant. This option says not to add any space between paragraphs, and that is the reason why I see no space between these paragraphs. So I'll simply uncheck this button and give a spacing of before uh, I'll give a spacing of 10 pt. And yes, before means the amount of space that you want before the paragraphs, that means just top of the paragraph, and after specifies the spacing that you want after the paragraph ends. So let's see what happens. So 10 point of, okay, sorry, that was my speaker. So here, as you see, we entered the settings. 10 point of space is included in the top, and 5 points of spacing is included after the paragraph. Now let's make it 15 to see the change. Yes, so you see that is how you adjust paragraph space.